What is up, YouTube? This is Meighn back with another video. Some more Ashen. We're gonna see if I can get a real bit of wicked with me. If not, oh, just talk to him, man. It's time for the adventures of Shovel Knight. The singing stuff. Forgot about that. Oh God, not again. Thank you, brother. Hmm. Shovel power, go. Okay, they do a good bit of damage. I need to crap ton of souls. Upgrade my weapons even more. Yeah. The heck was that? Oh, that's something. Ah!
You, for the last part, but I remember you were going to medical school. Hold on a second. Also got Meighn on here. How you doing, Meighn?
What's good?
Oh, I'm busy playing this game like you told me to.
Yeah, I'm playing it right after.
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to defeat the three, whatever the hell they're called.
Three who?
Yeah,
Oh, the
for the
hyena
hidden
thing?
quest. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Gabriel
hyena.
Siberian Rifleman. Yeah, there we are. I'm glad you're doing great in medical school, yo. I put on a voice chat because I couldn't tell if anybody was actually able to hear me. Or actually, I wouldn't be able to see what people are writing.
Heard.
But, yeah. Yeah, the text to voice thing is weird.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's going well for you, Gabriel. But like I said, I knew you'd kill it. Only one? Well, then you got this.
Oh, excuse me.
It's weird to see it this time of night or morning where you're at. Like normally I catch you when it's daytime in my spot and it's nighttime at yours. But I'm glad to see you, man. I missed you. Especially since like one of the subs that I used to have, like Sus, real cool person, but he told me he didn't have long to go, and that really depressed me. But basically a year, like you've done it. You did all the hard parts, yo. Don't let nobody tell you different. But I always told you you got this. You always seemed like a person who was on the ball. And I always wondered what happened to you, but at the same time, I know y'all got a lot of stuff going on, you know? But I always gravitated towards you. And right now I'm out here talking, I'm talking to Meighn right now. He's on my party. We play the same games, and I'm trying to get him up to 100 subs, but That's not why I tell you that. I'm just, I'm talking in general, just letting you know what I've been up to, besides working and dealing.
Oh, crap. Look at it. That's easy to kill with a strong weapon.
Hold on a second, let me make sure. Because I don't even have my co-op player on here. Hey,
What
thanks.
happened?
Well, like I said, Gabe, you've always been cool. Like I remember when you were taking your, like I remember you were talking about taking your train rides and you were going to like, going out to visit relatives. And I always thought that was cool. You're always fascinating. And you were telling me you're going through medical school, and I'm like, you got this. Because you knew all this stuff about botany, you knew all this stuff about different grains and plants. Like, you were in depth with it. So I figured you took that as seriously as you did with your schoolwork. Which is why it was easy to believe in you. Am I being attacked right now? Of course I am. Ugh. Hold on. The only thing I hate about this game is you can't pause. Like I had to, like I couldn't, I had to have my AI companion on. And it looks
Just
like
like
I
Dark
got
Souls.
killed. I got killed. Yeah, whatever. I'll get back to it. I know how to get my parts back because I already took care of most of it. Either which way though. So, you only got a year left? That's sick. You're almost there, Gabriel. Hey, it's not even that I have a good memory because I forget some of the most asinine things, but I try to remember when people take the time to talk to me. You took that time and all that stuff was important to you. And, you know, I'm loquacious as well. So, I talk a lot, but anything that's significant to somebody, I try to remember it all. Like I remember you talking about having to take those late train rides and whatnot. And you're trying to get over here. I'm not sure of where. I think it was Greece. I'm not sure if it was Greece. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I remember you kept talking about having to take these late night road trips, and you would have to take train rides because, you're visiting your family. And I was telling you, family's important to me because I had members of my family, they passed away. So that was important to you. And I might be crappy with names, but I remember what you were talking about. And yeah, you were talking about all the different farming. You're talking about all the different horticulture expertise. And I kept telling you, I'm like, I couldn't even get close to that. I'm glad I remember too. See? It was important to you. Yep. And I was sitting there saying, you better take that trip because you're going to whole other countries. That's awesome. I remember all that. And the reason why I remembered all that, like, before, I remembered it because it was important to you. But now that stuff's important to me because, like I said, one of my subs, or one of the subs, I don't like to say my because there's an ownership thing, and I'm not really, I don't believe in that ownership nonsense. One of the subs, though, they would always come on and encourage me too. And they told me they didn't have long to go in life, and that hurt. And I haven't heard of them since. And they were young too. So I made it a point that I may not remember everybody's comments. Like, I may not remember every comment, but if I chatted with you, I try to make a point to remember that because it was important to you. Like I said, nowadays I don't really have nobody listen to me. So I know how important it is to have somebody hear you. And I listen to you because you're cool. If I could afford to, I would. Trust me. If I ever got to the point where I could get paid doing this, even though that's not my ambition, if I ever got a chance to do that, I totally would, because I love to travel. That's the whole reason I was in a band. I got to see the whole country. And I've been other places, but there was no YouTube, there was no vlogging when I was doing it. And, it wasn't even that long ago, but, I kind of always been able to travel because I grew up a street kid. But nowadays, oh man, it would be, you have no idea. It would be great to be able to, travel and be like, here I am in Germany, here I am in Switzerland, here I am in Sweden, here I am in Kuala Lumpur, here I am in Sydney. That would be great. Because the world is beautiful. The people are crazy. But you always meet a person in every place that's great. And if you keep it that way, I think that it'd be a lot easier in life. But maybe I just speak like maybe I'm too idealistic or altruistic. I don't know what the word is. Yeah, if I could afford to do so, I totally would. But I don't have the subs for that. Like, I don't have the way for that. I don't get paid off of this. This is purely my passion, and this is my therapy. I'm glad to hear you're still doing good, too. I even stepped outside so I can personally talk to you. Because you're one of the original people. Hey, Meighn. Yeah, this person I'm talking to right now on my page, this is a Gabriel Siberian Rifleman. One of the original people that believed in what I was doing, that would chop it up with me all the time. To me, that's like
That's
more
awesome.
valuable than gold.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've always kept up with Gabriel. Been in going to medical school, kept up. Always would talk to me about agriculture, would talk to me about, animal biology and whatnot. And even though I didn't get all of it, I understood enough. But the reason why I listen is because it's important to them. If it's important to somebody, listen to them. Because sometimes that's all they need.
Word.
Yeah, I never discount anybody. And you know this from experience. Have I ever discounted anything you talked about?
Nah.
Exactly. I may not know everything you're talking about, but I'm going to listen. And then I'm going to turn around and go look it up just so that I'll be like, all right, cool, I know what he's talking about.
It seems as though Isla's aims align with ours.
Because, I think that's the hardest thing about people in general, like in humanity. Everybody's important. Everybody's valid. Even the people that think that they are. Everybody's valid. And everybody just wants to be understood. Dear God, I sound like a lunatic. I apologize for all that stuff, that I had to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Like Gabriel here, Gabriel's doing great stuff. Up in medical school, killing it. Gets to travel to Greece.
Oh, that's awesome.
On a
I always
train.
wanted to.
I've always wanted to go to Greece. I've always wanted to see. I've always wanted to see Rome. I've always wanted to see. There's so many countries I want to see.
Mainly, I want to go just eat, try their food, their culture.
Well, of course you're
Mainly
gonna
just
go
go
to.
to.
I know you want to go to Greece for the food. Yeah, because
Oh yeah.
yeah, you and the culinary arts are like one and the same, and that's cool. I love it. You always make good food. But me, I like to travel for the art and the writing and the history. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I just love to learn. But yeah, that's why I paused. Also, I turned on my AI and I still got killed. I thought I was in a safe pace, but no.
Hmm.
But yeah, I had to gas up. I had to give gas to Gabriel because Gabriel, like, when I first started here, like, Gabriel was there when I wasn't even at 100.
Respect. It always starts from something wrong.
Ah, Asian skin rash. Hmm. Well, that's kind of weird too, because when it comes to red, like, traditionally the red man was usually associated with Native American Indians, which American Indians are kind of a descendant of Asian. And then, like, tribalism it goes everywhere. But human anatomy, yeah, that's a good start. But you also have to go with DNA, because you trace in DNA, then you got to go down. Like, what was it? Like 23? Is that how many it is on a DNA pattern? Is it 23 or
I
24?
no, I think it was 20. Yeah, it was
Uh,
23.
yeah, I want to say it's 23. Yeah,
Or is it chimpanzees? 23.
yeah, American Indians had that too. And you could trace that back. Like, you could trace that. Um, you could trace that. Yeah, through DNA. Like I said, they call it an Asian syndrome, but with the Asian thing, it also goes into tribalism, which American Indians are like some way you trace it back to Native American, but then I mean trace it back to Asian. Then you can trace that back to African. It's like real weird. It's crazy talking about the double helix because I don't know all of it, so I don't want to sit up here and be quoted, and then somebody makes a clip of this video, and all of a sudden I sound ignorant when I already said a million times I don't know.
I think it had to do with Pangea. When
Well, yeah,
everything was one, then it split. It
Pangea is
probably from the split.
basically Mine has a good point. With Pangea, the most fascinating thing with that is you could take each continent, and if you look at it closely, they're all connected. Like South America connects easily to Africa, which connects, easily to Europe and North America. Like you could connect all of those. And if you connect those two, it looks like a puzzle. You can see where it was separated, and the parts that are missing, I think that's where Atlantis is, if you believe in Atlantis.
I saw a random piece of information
Yeah.
about some high tech tools that were found inside of
Yeah.
a mountain. Yeah,
Yep.
shit crazy.
Lost City of El
Like,
Dorado.
like,
You could also trace language. If you look at language close enough, if you go down to find the original base language that we all spoke, because we all spoke one, like you can go back far enough, you can find traces of every language connected. Like, you listen to enough of you listen to enough of Latin with Italian, you listen to enough of Spanish with Latin, you can see it, and like with Asian, even Indian Asian, which India is a part of Asia. I don't know why people keep trying to put a divide there. That is Asia. Just like Middle East is Africa, and Asia. I mean, it was all connected. I don't know where we keep trying to separate ourselves.
I think it's the culture splits.
Yeah, culture's cool, but at the same time, that's no reason to divide. I mean, isn't hip
Yeah.
hop a culture? take pieces of everything, you mix it together so that we can all blend and join. But I guess it's a lot easier to hate everything than it is to try to love everybody. Which is weird, because I'm like, you can do both. I hate everybody and I love everybody too. I love everybody, I don't mean I like everybody. Come on.
Yeah. I found my favorite weapon on this guy.
That is fascinating. And also, when we're talking about the lactose intolerance, that is a very Native American thing. And I'm talking like, North America, most tribes, there's a lactose intolerance there. But also, you don't really see much of a bovine species. Like, there's not a lot of, like, there wasn't a lot of cattle in those places. Cattle were exported. What I think is
Trying to figure out where to
fascinating is
get
that
covered.
these traits get passed down from generation to generation. Like, down to the X and the Y chromosomes.
Yeah. Like I know, like what you're saying, like a lot of Asians are lactose intolerant.
Yeah, that's what he was just saying. Like in Asia, there's a lot of lactose intolerance, especially in Japan. Like they have Kobe beef, but that's still fairly new. Like the whole cow thing, which is in Native
Yeah.
American culture. Like most Native American Indians are lactose intolerant. Exactly. Like yeah. Besides lactose intolerance, just like you can look even culturally about some things that are funny. Like consider this. This has nothing to do with biology. This is strictly based on myth and storytelling. But all right, the dragon. The dragon is in so many cultures around the world, but these cultures that didn't meet each other all had an interpretation of a dragon, and they all shared the same basic traits. Also, you have your pyramids in Egypt, and you have your temples in South America, and they resemble one another. Like, there's not much of a difference in them other than interpretation and design, but the same base is there. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay,
I think
cool.
the ideal for that is like fossils,
Yeah,
like the first fossils, like they just saw
and
skulls in
you
the
can go even lower
fire.
than that. Consider, okay, what's the most base weapon for almost everybody? Every culture, every tribe has a spear. No matter where you
And
go,
a claw.
yeah, they all have a spear. Eventually, everybody got an arrow. That's interesting in itself. Like, yeah,
Excuse me. The first
we're
tool was an
all
axe,
connected.
if I
All
remember
of us
right.
are connected. But yeah, like
So
think about
yeah.
it. Like, okay, everybody had a spear or a type of spear variation. Point is, you had a long staff with some type of pointed end.
Yep.
It gets changed, and swords and all that. That's true, but every culture has a spear.
Uh. Ah. It all started with a pointy stick.
Yeah, a pointy stick, a spear. That's what that is. A skewer.
Yeah. And I drowned.
Yeah, and
Damn.
everybody variates and adapts and builds upon it, but that's base. And the reason why I bring that up is because in every culture, you all got that. So how are we different if we all started that same way? Yeah, some might variate and go on and be stronger, be more popular. Some might have something better. You get swords, but that's it. And also, everybody created a shield of some sort. A shield made to block the weapon that they were dealing with at that time.
Or the charging animal.
They all got
But most of the
armor.
others. Yep.
But it's all. But I'm not even talking about the design of the armor. I'm talking about, but you made armor. But yeah, back to the lactose intolerance thing. Yeah, that's in Japan they might have it. I can't speak on all of them, but in most Native American tribes, there's a lactose intolerance. Like that's part of the gene. Here's the one I can't figure out. It's kind of a joke. How come the first word amongst children is mama? Usually, mama or dada. Like they don't ever nothing else.
I think it's from like they're in danger and they're calling for the parental figures or something. Something.
Exactly. It's always like, but I just mean like no matter what culture, first word is usually mama or dada. Yeah. Yeah, no. Alcohol, drugs in general. But I think that just goes on to everybody is trying to find that exact mental state. Like there is a perfect gap between mental and spiritual that we're all trying to find. Like with drunken style kung fu, and the reason I bring that up is because I had heard it. He said it's always hard to try to find that proper amount. Nobody can get to that right amount where you'll be okay. We always go overboard or we go under, and we go over because we're trying to get that perfect balance. It's all balance, but don't quote me on that. You're a medical student, so don't listen to me. In fact, if I sound like an idiot right now, I apologize. But you're bringing me interesting conversation, and I'm trying to engage with you at the best of my level. Now, I didn't go to school for any of this stuff. Now, I'll tell you the true story. The way I learned all of this was, when I was living on the streets, I used to hang out in public libraries, and I would just pick up books and just get reading. I go to class and get to reading. I've always been fascinated with learning stuff I didn't know about. And I've been on pause this whole time because this conversation's got me riveted.
Main reason I haven't been talking.
Hey, logic is good, but what I really try to go for, Gabriel, is all right. The heart and mind are always at fight, are always fighting each other. In my head, I like to consider the heart and mind to be absolutely right. The methods are always wrong. So that's why I don't try to discount anybody that has anything they say. Even if I don't agree with it, that's not on them to make me agree with it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Mine?
Yep.
Yeah. It's not on me to agree, but I can at least try on my end to understand where a person's coming from. And science, you could always be scientific, you could always be mathematical because it's definite, but the problem with that is that it discounts the emotional context of it. You need both because logic is great, but emotions keep logic from getting killed. And logic keeps emotions from getting killed, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Because, you know, they both come from a great place. Like, that's why I don't really believe in the divide between religion and science. They both go together, they both validate each other. Science just brings more context to what religion's talking about. Religion brings the foundation, science builds upon it. But neither one is not important. That's also like culturally, one of the things I've always found fascinating is amongst samurai and Native American tribes, you know, they were like the first people to accept homosexuality because homosexuality didn't necessarily, it wasn't a thing. It just was what it was, you know. You
Yeah,
had
you
this
just like
guy,
what you like.
yeah, you liked what you liked. That didn't create, that didn't really, that didn't denote a warrior. Which is weird because I myself am not even close to being a homo. But, you know, I stand up for them. I stand up for anybody. As long as they make sense. Even if it doesn't make sense to me. Even if it's not my lifestyle, who am I to judge you? But I always thought that was fascinating amongst tribes, like in warrior culture. Homosexuality was accepted, but it wasn't that it was accepted. It was just something that nobody really cared to talk about. All right, you like this guy? Cool. You still got to you still got to have a kid. Still got to have a wife. My point is that all of it has its place. But yeah, when we talk about DNA and the fascination of human anatomy, it's like, here's a good one, Gabriel. In Asian culture, they can perch real well. That perch is where, you know, they stand like, you know, their butt is to the ground, their knees are completely up, but they can do that perch perfectly. And only in Asia, like predominantly Asia, like Cambodia and like Korea, they all can do that perch perfectly. You can't, like, some people can perch in other countries, but not as well as in Asia for some reason. It's a basic thing, but I always found that to be fascinating too. That's genetic, like just the way they're built. Just like Pacific Islanders, they can stay under the water for like 3 to 5 minutes. I
It's how they
certainly
adapt.
can't. Yeah, but it's not
I don't
just
know about 30
adaptability.
seconds.
It's
It's
not
more
just
than that.
adaptability. That's
It's,
passed
it's,
down inherently because you're
yeah.
surviving in your environment. Like I won't be able to do it. I go to like move to an island. I won't be able to do it. But if I have a kid there, yeah, like I won't be able to do it. But if I move to another environment, I won't be able to. But my kid will be able to, and then his kid will be able to. You know what I mean? And that's inherent. I can't teach that because I don't have the ability.
I also think it has to do with the effect of what is consumed in your
Yeah,
area.
exact environment, environmental factors, and inherent.
Yep.
But what still irritates me is that if we're so superior, how come we have to take forever to learn how to walk, no matter where you come from?
Oh yeah.
But every animal, as soon as they're born, they can walk.
It's because everything went into the brain.
That's bush league. That's genetic inherent. But we can't. None of us can. We all got to be taught this crap. And I use crap as a subjective term. It's not actual crap. That's just the way I talk. That's generalized. That's a generalized term. I'm explaining it to Gabriel.
Ah.
Yeah. Gabriel might know what I'm talking about, but at the same time, I'm subconscious because I never want to offend Gabriel. Like I said, Gabriel's one of my OG fans. And I missed you, Gabriel. I'm glad to hear from you. And I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. I'm glad you're getting your blessings, yo. You're one of the people that kept me from stopping because I've tried to stop this a bunch of times. There's you, there's Bella, there's Suslook. Like, there's certain people that forever remain in my heart. I may not know you, but I know you. And that's what I look for in here, Meighn. Remember what I told you? That's what matters to me is that I get to find people that you can actually find connect with. All right, let me get back in this game. I've been sitting here just chopping it up.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh no, I love every second of it. This has been beautiful. But I've been playing because you told me to, so I've been doing side quests up the yin yang. I finally got the girl, and I'm doing her mission right now with the dogs.
Yeah, those hyenas.
Yeah.
They can get take you out in 2 hits in the beginning.
And they said I'm supposed to kill 3 of these particular species that I don't know nothing about.
Feel like kind of like Gabriel. She studies the plants and the animals. She's like, medicine and stuff. She needs someone to study them. Try to find a cure for the giant dude with the missing arm.
Hey, if I ever get to travel in this world, Gabriel, if I ever get to travel and I get to go out, I will let you know if I'm ever going out there. I promise you. And we can run over and have a coffee. We can have a beer. Whatever your poison is, we can have that and we'll chill. Because you're one of the OGs. You're one of the people that motivate me to keep doing this. Oh, snap. She's got a halberd? I should have been
Her
had her on
weapons
the
are
squad.
upgraded. Yeah, she got
Yeah,
stronger weapons.
yeah. It would have saved me a lot of trouble. I finally got my hands on a spear.
Like with her, I beat that boss easier.
Well, I'm gonna beat that boss as soon as I finished up the missions. Because there's missions for her, there's missions for the dude. Like, all this is side quest.
Yeah. Mm. I'm still doing side quests. Oh,
Well,
got you.
that's why. There's an old saying, the gene pool always delivers a wild card. And that's cool. It's great to be unique. My eyes are pitch black.
Oh,
And as old as I am, I don't look it. I don't age too well. Or badly. I forget how to say it. Like mine will tell you, I don't look my age.
me either. That's why I got a beard.
Yep. Hold on.
Cause I look young
Oh,
without it.
snap. What up, Easy? I got mine up in here. I got him. Hey, Easy, say hi to Gabriel. Gabriel's the person I've been chatting it up with. Gabriel's one of the original people. Like, original. When I wasn't even going to try to do this stuff anymore, Gabriel would always gas me up. Gabriel, that's easy digging. Yeah, easy digging's great. Like, we talk about all kinds of weird movies and stuff. Like, he appeases that side of me that enjoys the classics. Gabriel here, Gabriel's really intelligent. Like, a fan of human anatomy and biology, fan of old school culture. Real
Yeah,
smart,
I'm
all the
here for
way out in
stuff.
Europe. And we got Meighn here too, so this is great. Meighn is on here talking with me though, so he's the other voice that you hear. Let me make sure of that actually, while I'm talking crap.
Motherfucker.
Uh, Good thing it's late at night, or I'd have to get you for the cursing. But
Oh yeah.
I
I'm,
hate it.
I'm,
I'm just doing that because my phone's not on, so I got to make sure. I'm trying to make sure I hear all of you. You know I wouldn't disrespect nobody that talks to me.
oh yeah. Hmm. What is she cook?
And Easy, cool people. Like me and Easy talk about all kinds of classic, like because we're connoisseurs of classic horror and terrible movies. And I don't
Like
really
Shaun
think
of
of
the
them as
Dead?
terrible, but that's what everybody else calls them.
Yeah. I'm thinking about making some more of those noodles tomorrow.
Oh, those noodles was
Oh,
excellent. You make a good
yeah,
ramen, sir.
it was more stir fry today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
Oh, that's cool. They're talking to each other. That's good.
cool.
Easy, Gabriel, you're both good people. I wouldn't introduce you if I didn't think so. That's why I made sure to give you a little bit of a backstory on both of you.
Mm-mm. Probably gonna make a bigger batch. More
But
noodles.
Easy is also an avid supporter of my current stuff. Like, when I was down and out and really depressed and I was actually, like, pretty much homeless, like, Gabriel kept me going, like, kept entertaining my videos and talking to me. And then I started streaming, and Gabriel was always there. Time zone difference sucks. I ain't gonna lie. Because while it's nighttime out here, it's probably like daylight shining over there right now. So like, there was a while where I didn't hear from Gabriel, and I'm like, dang, where's he at? But exactly. See, it's like there's an 8-hour time difference. So I always chalk that up to the reason why we weren't being able to chat. Yeah, see? Meanwhile, it's the middle of the night here. So that's why I had to start learning how to adjust my times because, like I said, I got people in everywhere, and all of them are important. And right now, Easy's in the middle of doing the Blaze the Fuck Up radio show. Normally, I don't curse, and you know that, but that's the name of the show, so I gotta show respect. Yeah.
No.
And I was just on that radio show, and I was having a blast, but my phone died.
Whoa. Moly.
Yep. Don't get me started on flat earthers. I'm not even going to sit up here and go scientific on it. I can say it with simple stuff. I'm like, yeah, didn't everybody say that in the first place? They said that in the first place. That got proven. So I'm like, if the conspiracy is that, then why would everybody agree to it afterward? It's just like the moon landing. I mean, the reason why people can sit up there and talk mess about the moon landing is because they weren't there. My grandma was there, and she said it wasn't no quick trip to space. She said that TV show lasted over 2 weeks, and it was boring because you just sat there listening to astronauts until they got there. So it took forever. And also, why the heck would our so-called enemy at the time sit up there and confer that? I mean, wouldn't they be the first to say it was fake? And also, there was 3 people up there. There was Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and poor Michael Collins who had to sit inside the capsule. And I'm sorry, if I had to sit inside the capsule, I'd be the first to tell you that it was fake. If I just got to sit up there and I didn't get to walk up there too, but I'd be like, no, I took that crap-ass trip all the way there for nothing. But also, don't listen to me, I'm crazy. But that also goes back into, that's human nature. We're crazy people. I just learned how to use all these weapons. And I can't pause yet in order to keep engaging in brilliant conversation with all y'all. So that's why I went off on a tangent. I apologize.
You got one of those corpse
not
items.
midnight here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. I'm also an
Just about.
insomniac. Wait, did you just join me? Hey, Meighn, are you on my game right now?
I'm playing mine.
Oh, okay. I thought you were here. Hold on, I'm getting
Nah.
back to the tree. There we go. Okay. I'm on a pause break because ain't nobody attacking. No, I'm not tired at all because, you know, I don't go to sleep till the sun comes up. The sun is like... You have a good one, Easy. Oh, yeah, that'll never go away. Yeah, it'll never go away. But if I didn't have insomnia, I wouldn't be able to talk to you, so I think it is a blessing. I mean, I sleep, but I sleep like... I might get 2-3 hours at a time if I'm lucky. But, like I said, I got a lot on my mind. Like, it's weird. You do realize that I made like almost 1,000 videos, right? And I still got more in the tank. But yeah, see, you remember my insomnia. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Like, I was getting tired, and now I got you here kicking it, so I can't hate on you. But yeah, no, that was Easy Digging. Easy Digging's got his own page too, and the guy I'm talking about now, his name is Meighn. He's also on here. I'm trying to get him to 100 subscribers because I love his work. He's also a damn good artist. Problem is that I'm crap at always remembering how to write his stuff down. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna put it in here because I'm trying to support him. In fact, I'm on his page right now, and I'm throwing a like.
Keep your mitts off me, Rock.
No, that's cool. That's not me discounting it, but the only reason why I'm glad I have it is because if I were asleep, I wouldn't hear from you. Because, you know, my videos are so random, like, I don't get to do streams at every time. Hold on one sec.
Aren't what they seem, but that don't mean they won't hurt you if you run into them. So let's see what them nifty artifacts you found can do, eh? Touch both rod and stone to the wall, and those rocks should blow away like ash.
It is. So secret passageway.
Reckoning. The job is only half done. Let's go disillusion or...
Wait, is this a boss fight? Crap. It feels like a boss fight.
Yeah, I was trying to put his name in properly. And I still haven't. I keep putting an A in there when it doesn't belong.
I hate this good thing.
There it is. Alright, that's the proper spelling. I apologize. Heck no. I know how to spell mine. M-E-I-G-N, and then I'd have to put conf. And no, I'm not speaking German because I'm not going through struggle.
Meigh. You forgot the H.
I put it in there. Meighn,
Perfect.
Yeah, that's how I spell Minecon. That's his page. Because I'm trying to get him to 100. Because at least at 100, it would be there.
Hello there.
Hello to you too, whoever you are.
That was probably me. Hold on. No, I put in I'm rooting for you.
Ah, somebody put hello there.
Nah, I put in one because, you're my boy.
Yeah.
Ah, that's easy. Easy
Oh,
digging.
sweet.
Yeah, he's a subscriber. You know him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Oh, I just pinned up the name. Just type that into your YouTube, and it'll pull him right up. There should be a picture of a wolf. Because he does drawing. I keep telling him he needs to do some cooking videos because he's an excellent cook. And, that's what we do. So he cooks well, and he loves drawing anime and whatnot. He's into comics. Very intelligent, though. But that's his bag. But I want to see him win. That's why I wrote the name and I pinned it because, he doesn't have the official to where, at least if you have 100 subscribers, once you have 100 subscribers, they allow you to customize it so you can just do youtube.com/Minecon. Right now, he's got to deal with all that CH yaya.
Oh, this is a bonfire.
Gabriel over there, so I think Gabriel's going over to your page.
Sweet.
Hey, no, Gabriel's good people. But he lives all the way in Europe, so this time of night where we usually are up, this is him.
Oh.
Yeah, Gabriel lives in Europe, so like if you're broadcasting this time, he'll do it. Yep, there he is.
Pop and say hello
Hey,
and
thanks.
smash that emoji thumbs up into submission.
And I was just gassing you up. I was just telling him how cool you are. Actually, I was telling both of you how cool each other are, so I don't know. That's really how I feel. I don't sit up here and play around. If you haven't noticed, I don't talk to you like customers.
Oh, you son of a...
Yeah.
I knew this was a bonfire. Let me get my shovel.
You're only 5 away now, Meighn.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Shovel now. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna kill me one shot.
But let's get back to where we're... Yeah, I embrace my insomnia. Like, they could do poppy flyers. Like, I know how to go to sleep, but I prefer for me to be awake and stimulated because, like I said, a lot of the people that I talk to, that I like to talk to, like, I've got people that talk to me in Indonesia and in the Philippines. And a lot of them are youngsters. And, I care, so I'm going to listen. Even when I don't comprehend it, I'm going to listen.
After the end of the world. First time fighting it, dude.
Because Lord knows people don't understand me, but they listen, so I got to trade that in. I told you Meighn. He does all kinds of drawings. His Raven is my favorite. You got to recognize skill.
$5,000.
Forgive him, he's playing. Like, we're playing the same game, but on different levels, so...
I'm currently fighting the boss. Or the bigger boss.
I'm busy building up right now. Because of you, I got addicted to this game. It is fun.
It's like minor Dark Souls.
And you got to get a new headset so that you come in a lot
Yeah.
more audibly. Thank you. I almost got killed.
That backhand. I'm out of heals.
But anyway, have you been over to visit the farm lately, Gabriel? Yeah, I'm asking you, Gabe. Actually, I prefer saying Gabriel. Gabe, it's cool, but you didn't ask me to abbreviate it, so I'm not going to abbreviate. So, have you been over to visit the farm lately? Oh crap, I didn't even know I beat this mission. Oh, really? That's cool. Any new crops, or was it just pretty much, standard same?
Come on, man. Should go. Freaking fruit fly in my face.
I got way stronger. Now almost every mission I got requires it. So all the good ingredients. But like you said, you've been stuck on this anatomy. Yeah. I thought it was cool when we were sitting there talking about the lactose intolerance, and I liked that everybody had good input. But what trips me out, besides that, is... Oh, hold on, I'm in the middle of a fight. I didn't even know. Did you just grind?
Yeah. He was at 15%.
Ah, okay.
I had no heals. He hit me with the underhand. Shit.
Bless you? Or Gesundheit? I don't know. Which is funny because saying Gesundheit basically just means health. Doesn't actually mean bless you, but yeah, neither here nor there.
Find me reckoning. The job.
Yeah, see, I don't know much about pesticides. Like, especially since I don't really know what goes in there. I like nature's pesticides, you know, like Venus flytraps and natural seeds.
It's cinnamon.
Just like I told somebody, a bowl of salt will get rid of your slugs. You don't have to actually use pesticides. Like, there's plenty of stuff out there, like ladybugs, they're pretty good. Pesticide, you know. But also, I can't knock the way a person handles their business either. Because I don't actually know. I'm not a horticulturalist. Like, my grandmas, they all have a green thumb. I don't. I'm a city boy.
Get away with you.
Okay, about like 12 of those straight. I should not run out of the help this time. These hyenas, you know. I felt my spam.
Yeah. Like, there's
Yeah.
people that probably still use DDT. And DDT is not good. But you know, everybody wants their quick fixes. Even though there's tons of stuff that you could use that nature provides. Because in nature, everything has these counterbalances and whatnot. You know, like snakes, to get rid of them, you got the mongoose. But you need the snakes to get rid of the rats. And, or something like that. Just like in some places, there's flowers that only bloom after a volcanic eruption, which I think is crazy. But that's nature.
And it's just weird.
No, yeah, Alex Jones was kind of right. In fact, do you know about the lead theory? There's a lead theory. It's not really a popular theory, but it kind of makes sense. It's all right. Most gasoline nowadays is unleaded, but back in the day, gasoline had a lot of lead in it, which you know goes into your pores, goes into your body, and it affects your brain, and it goes down. And
Keep your
if
legs off
you
the
look
ground.
back in time, we had a big spike of serial killers. Oh my God, that's a lot of maggots. Anyway, they had a lot of serial killers in the 70s, 80s, and 90s when leaded gasoline was, you know, the most passed down from the 50s and whatnot. So you think about it, you look at all of the serial killers, you know, throughout history. We had a like huge combustion. We had a huge amount of them in the 70s, 80s, and it stopped around the 90s, which is around the time that unleaded gasoline was plentiful. Now, I don't really subscribe to the theory, but there's a lot of truth in that. Because lead does affect you mentally. That's why, you know, lead poisoning was a huge thing, but you pass that down. And that's why, like, you had your serial killers that were, like, born in the 50s and the 60s. That's why we had so many of them in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. Like, we still got them now, but not as plentiful as they were. Exactly. So you think about it that way, you got this, and this person that died of that, they might have passed it down, and a kid might have some of it in their system, and you have the brain damage which causes serial killer. Because in America, in the 70s, the 60s, the 70s and the 80s, we had a serial killer abundance. Like most of the serial killers you track in that time. I don't know if I'm really right or not, and I don't know, but there is that theory that was, and you know what? That theory holds some weight. I'm not saying it's the complete answer. I'm not saying that that is absolutely it, but it's not something you sneeze over or sneeze at. Exactly.
Come on, man.
Asbestos and whatnot. Just like drugs, you know, which the human body and the mind for that is a freaky thing. That's why I love this. My favorite comic book is called Why the Last Man. The favorite line in there, well, there's two of them. My favorite line that he said, cloning is crap. You can photocopy her brain 1,000,000 times, but you don't got her mind because her dad wasn't there to push all of them. Of course. But that also goes to, like, the other thing that really came up, like, yeah, autism's one thing, but peanut allergies. Like, our parents would go to elementary school and everybody had PB&J day, peanut butter and jelly sandwich day. There was no nut allergy. Like, I'm not saying there was no nut allergy, but it wasn't as prominent as it is now. Now you have to be careful about peanut allergies. And I don't really think that it didn't exist back then. I think that it always existed. It's that there's more awareness to it now. Just like I think all of this stuff's been there, but there's more awareness for it. Because we're learning every day. Because of people like you. Because you're going in there, you're studying. Every day you're discovering something new. Like, think about all the people that were getting poisoned by arsenic. And nobody knew because arsenic was undetectable. But then, like, you know what I mean? Now you can check that. Now you know. They're not saying that it didn't exist back then, but the awareness has increased. But once again, don't listen to me. You're the one in school. I'm just a guy who went to school most of the time, got straight A's, hated school, and was homeless, hung out in libraries. But you're not wrong whatsoever. I'm just at a mind that it was around. Nobody noticed it. It wasn't, and there wasn't. The science didn't catch up with it. Science is changing every day. Am I right, Meighn?
Yep.
So what we didn't know back then, we now know, and every day we learning, we're learning, we're learning. We have to. Oh yeah, Mercury. And fun part of that, Gabriel, there were people that were taking it thinking that it was a cure-all.
That was a lot in Asia,
Especially in
and
Asia,
like
like, yep.
alchemists.
Well, you know, only reason I don't trust alchemists is because you're looking for the Philosopher's Stone. You're literally trying to find a compound that turns lead into gold.
Which is
It's not crazy. It probably exists. But because you're looking for it, you're not going to find it. Just like,
yes.
yeah, that's how that
Oh,
works.
sorry.
They thought they had it with cocaine. They thought, all right, our hearts in the right places, our minds in the right places. They just need to catch up. We also tend to think that we got it all figured out when we find this one thing. I'm like, shouldn't we research this a little bit? No, we need it. We have enough. No, you don't. Radiation can still kill you, and we use it to treat people with cancer. Which is a touchy subject, so, you know, tread lightly on that one.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I lost my mom to that.
My dad.
But, Madame Curie. And it'll keep going, and we'll keep going. I think that's the beautiful thing about it. And the horrifying thing. Because as much as we can do... Yep. Well, Madame Curie played with it directly. It's just kind of weird that they were like, oh, it could be this, could be that, could be this, could be that. It's like, how about it's this one thing that we didn't have before now that we got? But, you know, everything is beneficial. You got to be careful with. The gun itself ain't dangerous. It's the person using it. I made a bone spear. How many of these side quests I got to do, Meighn?
You just really need to do unlock her, then go kill the first boss with her, because it makes it easier with her. Because how strong her weapons are.
Exactly. That's precisely right, Gabriel.
Now I have fast travel.
Other than all the science talk, how are you? Everything gravy? Oh, yes, I got a lot stronger weapons now.
I cannot help but fret over the fate of my darling Ishra. I followed her.
Go get your meal on. Go eat.
So we got a dock.
Yeah, how many missions I gotta do with the girl anyway?
Just that first one with the hyenas.
Oh
And
yeah,
keep
okay, I
her
already did that.
selected.
Yeah,
Keep her
I already
selected
did
and go
that.
fight the first boss.
Brunsnest.
You beat the
Anyways,
first
that
boss?
crimson gourd of yours
No, I didn't
is
beat the first boss
pretty
yet.
sweet.
I'm still
But
wondering where she's
I
at. I
can
thought
make
she
it
was
look
with me.
sweet.
No, she always gonna be with you. She's still gonna be with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Mm.
handle Bertram. Now, where's my girl at? She ain't here yet.
Like as
Am
soon
I
as you
supposed?
leave, she should just pop up behind you.
Oh, okay.
They really building this place up. Yes, we got a storage chest. No, I can't. No, I have to carry all this crap. Keep that. Keep that. Nope. Nope. Wait, no, no. We keep that. Wait,
Before the light.
fire kill. Hell?
Hello?
Oh, it's a rope. Yeah.
All right, welcome back.
Oh wait, is that poison? Or is it? No, it's supposed to heal. And it takes energy away.
Amirin was once a great leader. Now,
You're proving to be quite the accomplished hunter. Thank you. I'll get to tinkering with this vial straight away. While I'm fingers deep in noxious goop, you best go
I'll
hunting
tell you
again.
straight up though,
Yokel mentioned some Einar in
Gabriel,
the
I
hills that
never
was so
understood why
sickening.
you enjoyed
I
talking to
took a
me.
look.
Because half the time I'm just like, all of my stuff is as raw as you can get as far as the material goes, as far as my mental cognitive.
Better spear. They look awesome.
Alright, people always tell me I'm intelligent, but I'm like, I don't really think I am. I just, you know, I think my brain is flooded with a bunch of crazy crap that just melds together. Ah, that sounds delicious.
Let's see.
Before the light. I...
But yeah, trust me, Gabriel. If I could travel, I would. I love to
You know,
travel. My life on the road is like, to me, the greatest thing in the world. The only time I feel the most peace. I love waking up in a different place. Oh, okay. We already did all these missions on the inside, so yeah, I'm back in the cave right now. So everything that I grabbed has already been grabbed. Correct?
No.
Cool.
So let's do consistency.
Up there's that acid spitting spider.
I hate those. Just when they jump on you.
Nah, he already took care of it. Dropped it like a bad habit. Hey, what's up, Misfit Mafia Queen? I'm glad you're here. Why you tempting me with deliciousness?
What he got?
Yeah, no, we're chilling too. I got Meighn on here right now. Meign's playing as well. We're playing the same game, but we're not playing on the same like route, so it's kind of cool. And also I got one of my OGs up in here, Gabriel. Gabriel's a medical student, but always tells me about interesting food. Yeah, that's Gabriel Siberian Rifleman. Gabriel was like one of my originals when I barely had any followers. There we go. There it is. I always put respect on Gabriel. When I was nobody, Gabriel was bothering with me.
I need to
Gabriel's
find the
all the
farming
way in
area.
Europe.
They got great food. I'm just hungry. How the heck is there a dead body up here already? They
Yep,
just built this place.
medical student too. We're talking about a doctor over here. But always oozes cool. Uh,
Oh, I know.
You're right. It's a lot easier to kill this thing when I have a partner.
Huh. Thanks, Chris. How far is it away from? Oh, it's right behind me. Oh, that's all. We can already do that.
I'm almost done with it.
What you think is better? More healing percent or more silk?
I'm just trying to kill this giant spider.
Look at the chops of this town. The pass to the Whispers is open.
Rock spider or regular spider?
Still
Ukoto.
haven't come through. Gararons.
What's the best weapon to take it out with?
I think for the spiders, clubs. Because you got to break their bones. I'm just guessing. I'm using a shovel.
Gotta stop it before it heals.
Oh, you mean you doing the boss?
Yeah, the first boss.
Oh, okay. Whatever you can hit the fastest with.
I can't find him.
You got your lamp on? Check the walls with your lamp.
Where's the healing water at? There he is. Where's the healing water? I'm not finna yell and scream like you.
Who?
I'd like to, but I'm not getting scared by no pixelated stuff. That ain't happened to me since Alter Beast. Misfit
I
Mafia
think
Queen's great, people. She has a good page, and she always puts a smile on my face. There you. Hey, you know I don't got time to be lying to nobody. Takes a lot of work, and I'm a lazy, lazy man. But yeah, Gabriel, like when I was down in them dumps, Gabriel like brought me out of that funk. First is he gets to travel to Greece. Gets to.
so, well, yeah.
Always tells me
No, I'm
about
mistaken.
delicious things in his village. All up in the
I really want to hear
darkness, I'm
about
trying
it.
to find the light, and I go ahead and take him out. I cannot see from sight, and I take you out so quickly. I'm going to the country, I'm running to the fair to see the senorita with flowers in her hair. Take her out so quickly, she is a maiden fair. At the end of this day, I do not ever try to dare. Oh my goodness, gonna get her out until she's scared. Where you at? I'm gonna take you out. Death. You know what I like about this game? The AI doesn't suck. Ow. Come on, come on. No, I'm still. Keep me alive. Alright. I take back what I said about suck.
They're not. They're not as bad.
I've almost had them.
Damn, these other stuff hit me hard.
That sounds delicious, though. Lemon jam? I mean, come on. I'm a fan of jams and preserves.
Sound like orange watermelon.
So to make a jam that's lemon, I mean, how often do we have lemon flavored anything that sucks? That's all I'm asking.
Hey,
It doesn't exist. You can't find lemon flavored anything that's bad.
oh, this place is dangerous as hell.
Oh, you're out in New York. Okay. Wow, it's really late where you're at. Like it's middle of the night here, but you're getting close to the morning. But can't say nothing because Gabriel's literally dealing with daytime. Ah, yes, yes. Near Poughkeepsie? I'm not asking directly where you're at. I'm just asking if it's near Poughkeepsie. Yeah. Because I don't like to know where everybody's at because that just feels all stalkery to me. Like if people are like, oh, where are you? No, I'm like, no, I'll tell you close to where I'm at. I'm not going to tell you where I'm at. Same thing with
This thing
Gabriel.
is a pit
Gabriel
bull.
would always try to tell me, and I'm like, nope, don't tell me directly.
He got ghost dogs on his side.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, you're by Canada. Okay, yeah, nah, Poughkeepsie's a little bit lower. Lemon with honey? Yeah. And the honey's a natural sweetener, too. And localized honey's like the best thing for allergies. See, this is why I play my video games. I would like I live stream my camera stuff, but I don't really hang out on that StreamYard and all that. This right here is that's what I like. I like seeing people communicate. Uh, and Easy was here earlier, but Easy's over doing the Blaze the Fuck Up radio show. Honey and lemon, well, naturally, yeah. But diabetes is weird. It's not the sugar necessarily that makes you sick. Because I knew a person that ate nothing but candy, and they were fine, but their sister was a complete, like, health food, vegetarian, all that, and her ass went into diabetic shock. But she never touched any candy or any sugary product.
It's your
Or
body
any
making
type of
insulin
sugar.
from it.
Nah,
I think
yeah,
that's it.
it's a genetic deal.
Ah.
Like, diabetes is tricky. Be surprised where you get your insulin from. Like, I know another
Kidney?
person who's a complete diabetic.
Oh, pancreas. I think
Yeah.
your pancreas.
It's the same thing with hypoglycemia. But also, I don't have a medical degree, so don't you dare listen to me. Plus, for some reason, I always deal with anomalies in life. Almost beat that first boss, man. Almost. Almost had him. But now I sound like I'm quoting that movie Apocalypto. I will name you Almost. That kind of nonsense. Hold on, let me see something here. Oh, sweet mother of pearl. I've only been on for an hour. Nice. I thought I was on for way longer. Oh yeah. Yep. This is absolutely true. Refined and all that is what gets you. What was I finna say? Oh yeah. Gabriel, I've been here for a year now. It's been a year since my first video. A whole year. And I started this just to talk mess and be, just... Oh yeah, nah, be careful with that. Diabetes ain't nothing to play with. But nature does provide. It's just, like I said, what was I talking about earlier? Hard to find that proper amount. Wow, that's crazy. But also, Gabriel brings up a good point too. Like both of y'all are, both of y'all bring it home. It's really crazy how y'all both are talking about this from both sides. Like my friend's mom, rest her soul, she was a homeopath, like she was a doctor from her country. She was from Bulgaria, and like she was good at homeopathy. So like I learned a lot about homeopathic remedies and whatnot through that, which is just as well as the so-called synthetic cures. And I'm just like, I'm like, yeah, but these don't come with side effects. But yeah, like I was telling y'all, it's been a year. I've done this for a year. You can't go wrong with cannabis. I know it's cannabis, but I like saying cannabis. I'm glad y'all are kicking it with me, because this is like kind of my, I didn't write it down, but I'm glad y'all are kicking it, because this is like, it's been, like I said, it's been a long year. When I first started this, I was completely depressed.
This chick got a pickaxe.
And
Oh,
out of nowhere, I just started doing this, and I started just spouting off random stuff, like talking to the person that's not here no more. And I was still going through my stuff, but like now I'm in a lot better place. And I owe a lot of that to just doing this. I had people like Gabriel here. Like, Gabriel will gas you up. And Gabriel also drops some knowledge on your butt. Gabriel's got it down. I can't say nothing about Gabriel. Gabriel always brings me that info. And we chop it up. It's all his medical. He tells me about his botany. Just everything. Misfit been cool since I met her. And I know that y'all got things y'all deal with. So I'm glad y'all come here, as long as y'all remember the caveat that to get out of your own head. Because sometimes you'll have a problem that's bugging you. Hey, you're welcome. But sometimes you'll have a problem that's bugging you, like everybody have a problem with bugging them. So I like for people to come here so that they're not in their own head about their problem. Because as soon as you step away from your problem, the minute you step back to it, you're like, oh shit, there's the answer. Because you're not as focused on it no more. Mm. I do like my doctors. But all my problems are mental. But you know what helps me with mine? Doing this. I get to chop it up with people and they give me all kinds of recommendations. And you know what? Just like how you didn't think that I remembered that you take that trip to Greece to meet your aunt, or that you're a medical student, I always look up what everybody tells me to. Yeah. Homeopathy. Let me see here. Oh, that's why. Hey, real quick, hey, Meighn, are you still on 14009?
who? Oh, you talking about Yep.
Okay. And not from the body weight because she's not overweight. Sometimes it's just environmental factors. Yep. People always forget about the emotional quotient. That's why they always tell you, like, what is it, trichomonial syncope? Broken heart syndrome? That's a real thing. I know people that have died of a broken heart. Yeah. And before anybody tries to discount it and try to talk crazy to me, they were
That's a
relatives.
legit thing.
And that was literal.
Yeah, that's a legit thing.
So yeah, broken heart syndrome, those exist. So stress is a high factor. You can be the healthiest person in the world, but if you're stressed out, you'll give yourself a heart attack. I know somebody that had a heart attack when they were only 20 years old. And they were an athlete. Yeah. Yep. Heartache, depression. But also, I'm the wrong person to talk to it, because I knew a person who, healthy, beautiful, great singer. Yeah, that'll do it. Take it from somebody who grew up homeless. It's funny, because that's not something I go around bragging about. But yeah, I was homeless. I still kind of am. I just didn't feel like being that no more. But also remember this. How a person describes you is not how they can define you. Your description is not your definition, period. Tomatoes. They do have a lot of acid in them, though. But at the same time, once again, can't discount.
Is it 7,000? Maybe more. Oh, it is.
Yep, but like anything you love, he's right. You can't overdo it. Because everything's good for you. It's the fact that we overdo what's good for us. But also, once again, don't listen to me. I don't know squat. I could have sworn I made it clear I don't know squat. Like, that's how little I know.
Doctor, leave it. I can't believe that I fell down that quickly.
Hey. I just live.
God damn it, it's working.
What you say, Meighn?
My partner just got knocked down.
You're really low, bro. Yeah, I think you might have to cut yours up.
I said
And
my
by the way, I
partner has
got his
fallen.
page pinned. Oh wait, everybody's already subscribed. Good. Ha ha ha, you and me, oh brown jug, how I love thee. I hate that song, but it's so catchy.
God dang it! I just lost 7,000 again.
Yeah, the hardest part for me to find in this life was peace. Oh wait, that's me. Uh, yeah, Lord, I try to like oregano, I just can't get into it. Like I like it as a mix, but it's like something that I don't go out of my way to use.
Spice of choice.
But also, I'm a guy that doesn't like peppers. I mean, but also don't add anything unless, the recipe calls for it. But for me to just be like, that's my ticket, nah, that's just not me. I'm here fighting the first boss. I thought I would have ran into you by now.
Oh, I'm way past that. Oh, this sucker beat me now.
Yeah, like I said, I gotta be in that mode. Like most of the time, I'm not. Fascinating. I don't even remember how I got to that boss. Oh, cool. I filled up my gourd. I miss Cromendo. Okay, here we go. About to have a boss fight.
I
Of
keep
course,
jumping
we're
off the
way
toilet.
past that, but you recommend me playing this? Or you expect it?
Keep dying. I'm
Nope.
just trying to get my money back.
I'm not even by my cell phone. That's why I have this weird voice playing in the background.
Ah,
Where are you, you piece of crap? Ah, there you are. I'm about to taste you like an eggy wig of tasted jam. We'll do it ahead and do this like we're bad. Taste it, fam. Viddy well, good brother, viddy well. Sorry, I didn't mean to quote Clockwork Orange. Oh yeah, my head ain't ever by him. I don't even talk on my phone. Everything's on speaker today. Like I ain't never been a guy on the phone. But also, I don't come from that era. So I was never addicted to it. I got him. Hey, Meighn, I got him.
Sweet.
Yep, I took him out and let him into a movie. Alright, you ain't fought no other bosses, have you?
Yeah. One more.
Oh, you suck.
No, it was a side mission.
Yeah,
Somehow.
I still hate you.
I did a lot of side missions.
Hmm.
Like, during the whole time you were talking, I was doing side missions.
So was I. I was playing catch up.
I thought you'd be farther than me when I got port.
Nah, I refilled the lube gourd and I kept on going. And I was also chopping it up with these fine people here. Like I told you, these games are a backdrop.
Sweet. Mama Will is about to kill me.
Well, yeah. Kids are still developing. Their skull hasn't fully hardened. But also the flip side of that is that when you're a doc, seen worse. You've seen how hard it could get. You've seen how bad it could go. Which makes it harder to get a handle on. Where the heck am I supposed to go now?
Follow. Did you beat the big woman?
Yeah, I beat it.
No, you met the big woman afterwards.
What? Yep. Ah, there we go. Let me see here.
There's a lot of calcified spiders down there. What they mean?
Ah, okay. Dude, that guy is huge.
That's a
She's
woman.
beautiful.
Oh shit.
She looks like Gaia.
She's supposed to be the one that birthed humanity in that world, in this world.
Well, let me see. How can I put that in a way that's cocky? Well, that was the point I was making earlier. This is something I don't really tell people. Everybody knows I was in a band. My guitarist, beautiful guy, could sing his butt off. Lovely, everything. And he didn't get taken out by society. He didn't get taken out by electronics. He didn't get taken out by not eating healthy. He took himself out. Like, went on a beautiful day, had his homie with him, they'd all kicked it. He sat on the couch and he blew his brains out. I'm still trying to reconcile that. And then there was my other friend, right after he had a kid, he hung himself. He wasn't old enough to have issues yet. The point I'm making is that that's the stuff I deal with, the stuff that hurts me. And the reason I don't talk about it is because everybody's got something that hurts them. Oh, and there was the guy that tried to do stuff to me. But he learned I was the wrong kid. I've been through a lot. I traveled this country and seen so much crazy stuff. I've seen a lot of beautiful things which I like to focus on. But I'll never tell y'all the true stories, the messed up stories. Cause A, they probably don't fit into these community guidelines. And B, like I said, this is therapy for me. So I don't like to focus on anything that puts me in a dark state of mind. Yeah.
Oh, you son of a...
That's the life that I led, you know? That's the life that I dealt with, and that's the things that I've had to see.
Understandable. You think we should do an animation?
This is true. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is this is therapy. This is where I come to. I want everybody to be chill. Yeah, I normally don't like a lot of horror stories, but I also like to listen to other people, you know? That's why I always listen to you. Everything you tell me, I listen to everything. I listen to everybody that comes through here, and I like hearing everybody what they got to say. Because the same stuff that, like, we don't talk, like, the stuff I think about everything too on this. I'm cognizant of a lot of things. Sometimes I feel like I learn too much too soon, but that's okay. But when I'm sitting here and I'm zoning out on the game, I hear everybody talking, and that's what I wanted to, that's what I was trying to express to you, is that I love what you're talking about. None of it makes me uncomfortable. I'm comforted that you're comfortable enough to talk about it. That's all I was trying to say. It was basically me saying thank you. Like I said, I've been doing this for a year. This is crazy. And like one of my subs, like one of the subs, man, he, nice kid, you know, real cool kid, told me like about 4 months ago that he only had about 2 months left to live, and he wanted to spend that hanging out with me. And I don't get that, but he did, and we did, till he couldn't no more. Every day stays in my mind.
How'd you lost it?
And every day, I'm happy to hear people like you, Gabriel, running out there looking for the cause of these things, putting out that info, because that stuff is important. That's why I stopped playing for a second. I wasn't offended and I wasn't uncomfortable. I was happy. I'm like, yes, somebody's out there putting that info out there. Because it's people like you that lead us to getting better. We can't cheat at all, but we're taking all the necessary steps because of people like you to put those warnings out, to put those feelers out. Like I was saying earlier, the fact that now everybody's aware. Like I said about peanut allergies, we're now aware. Like I said about arsenic poisoning, we're now aware. That is all important. So don't you ever think that I'm uncomfortable with what you're talking about. Ever. Only reason I stopped was because, for me, I'm happy that I get to hear about this kind of stuff. I'm happy that I get to talk to somebody about this stuff because most of the people that hung out with me thought I was nuts because I bring up this kind of things. They're always like, you think too much. I'm like, maybe you don't think enough. I don't know. So that was just me heaping some praise upon you. Yeah, I never thought that I couldn't. What I'm saying is, it's cool. You could always say whatever you want to say to me. You can always talk to me. I let everybody talk here. Unless they take that time to trash me. If you're going to spend time just sitting here calling me names and all that stuff, then you'll be lucky if I block you. I'll just say thank you and keep it going. If what you said didn't matter, I wouldn't respond. But that also goes against my rule of understanding people. But, I'll give y'all another crazy tidbit. Like, even though I grew up the way I grew up, and the craziness that I dealt with, like a lot of my people, yeah, like most of the people I grew up with didn't make it to 16. They didn't make it to 6. Like people say, oh, they didn't make it to 21. No, these people didn't make it to 16. These people didn't make it to 18. Some of them didn't even make it to 14. So yeah, I've always been fascinated by the human mind, the human body, all that stuff. That's the whole point of why I'm on here. It's because of places like this, I get to talk to somebody that's all the way in upstate New York. I get to talk to somebody that's all the way in Europe. I get to hang out with people that are in the Philippines. I get to hang out with people in Australia. I get to hang out with people in South America. And the only thing I can't wrap my mind around is where the hell are they getting the notion in their brain that I'm interesting to talk to? I play video games, I sing songs, and I talk crazy. That's the whole point of this. I put this together to let people know they're not alone. Because I always felt that way. Because, like I said, most of the people I know didn't make it to my age. I lost everybody young. But, I got my kids. She's still rolling. Got my nieces and nephews. They're still rolling. But everybody else, they ain't make it. I normally don't talk about this stuff. Not because I'm ashamed or not because, I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm a roller. And besides, how did they put that? La Vita Bella. That means life is beautiful. Regardless of every circumstance and every extenuation, I've always said it's beautiful. There's no beef to have with it. But, oh, they will. They already have. I had a kid young, bro. Mine is not much older than me. So it's kind of funny that the stuff that they deal with, I'm like, dude, I just got through dealing with that.
iPhone jam. What?
Oh, good. The character killed me, but I got the other person in my village, so bam, done. Skip. Let's see. What other thing? Oh yeah. Now I shall quote favorite lines. Favorite line from one of my favorite lines from a movie is in this movie Hannibal Rising. And he said to Lady Misaka, "I love you." She said, "What's left in you to love?" That was just such a beautiful term. She nailed it. All right, so Meighn. Now that I killed that boss up in there and I got to talk to the giant Gaia, what's next?
Now you got to do the. Oh, that's loud. You got to do the Giants quest. Next quest, you got to find somebody.
I found Amara, I got Jackal, I got Versa.
The girl.
And there's two of them now. I have two girls.
All right. Put up my screen for this one. Let's see what you're talking about. Isla. Yeah, you got to find Isla first. Talk to battery.
Man, this ain't banger at all.
Amirin.
But I do enjoy the game.
Talk to big dude and got the forge unlocked.
But
The forge. Is that unlocked for you now?
like I know what you're talking about.
The blacksmithing thing. The forge. It's just a big anvil.
Hell no, I haven't.
Yeah, you just talk to him. He'll show it to you.
Right now I'm headed back to the village.
Yeah, you got one of those.
Big
Or
bad
even the
beautiful.
remnants.
Oh, bless you. What was that other line I loved? Oh yeah. You'll be just fine, Rick. Go out there and get your heart broken in so that it's there for you when you really need it. I love that line. It went along the lines with somebody told me like you have a big heart and I went, no, that's annoying. And then in the comic they put it out. They said, no, a big heart is weak and fragile. It's prone to be broken. Whatever happens, stay strong. That was from a comic book called Why the Last Man because yeah, there's actually a lot of good quotes and you know character development in comics. But for some reason, when it's a painting, it's called art. When it's written, it's called literature. When you put together the two things, all of a sudden it's for children and it's immature, which that will always irk me to no end. Blah, 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 yakety schmackety. If anybody's still listening to me, you got problems.
As far as I could tell from, that hound had no obvious signs of illness. The tail's sinews are strong. Its blood is vital, and its secretions are...
That's probably why I made such the crazy music that I made, now that I think about it.
Yokel asked me how I knew Batran was alive, even in the darkness. Foolish man.
You know, we represented the ills of the world.
Yokel is a fine...
My brother's butter sauce. Cream, butter, and then garlic, which is the feel of his hand. I like his hand plus berries down last night, but it also and here's my brother slicing cutting skills, and it's alright. He added the milk, butter, along with pepper, some salt, and okay amount of chili powder. Mix, bring it to the He poured it out.
Oh, been there, done that.
What?
Years. Been there, done that. I'm not afraid of much of anything anymore. And if I am, I've already dealt with it. But, you know, you're not really ever over it, because according to it, like, the two base emotions in people are fear and love. But I conquered my worst fear because the worst thing that I was always afraid of already happened to me, so... Been there, done that. Oh, now it saves? Look. Oh, that's the big blacksmith. Oh, I can't build nothing.
You ain't got no money?
Better, sweet, Fetty Wap? Nah, I do actually. Yep, it don't matter, I did it.
A fishing village.
Yeah, my biggest fear occurred last year, and you know what? I dealt with it. That's at the end of the day. Make it through, or you get taken. And I ain't getting taken. Period. Point blank dot. Oh, that's right, I got killed inside the tunnel. And when I got brought back, I went to the blacksmith, so all of my money got taken with it.
Probably still in that tunnel.
I'm not going back for it. Bang all that. I'm gonna quote my favorite punk rock song. Rebuild. Rebuild. Rebuild all and we shall rebuild. Oh, I just unlocked the power. I've heard that. See, the world is connected.
It better be too. Let's go back up
They
there.
speak so slowly on here. I read way faster than this.
You can skip through the words.
Already did. Been there, done that. I was just lamenting. Can a brother lament?
A little bit.
Is that not allowed? Is that what you're telling me?
No, where is it? That's no word. Oh, that was lucky.
Shut up, they got. Shut up, let's eat. Shut up, we got. Shut up, got eat. Shut up, don't.
Oh, it's a ghost ninja.
That voodoo that you do, that I don't let you do, is essential to that I got to be what I want.
They don't tell me anything about none of this junk. Hold on. Let me see here. Oh, snap, that's about to die. Hold on a sec. Oh, snap, there I go. Holy crap, snap, crackle, and pop. I've been on here that long?
And it's 4 o'clock. Surprise me.
You know, that used to always trip me out whenever I watch movies where I have to translate. Ah, snap, you started with breakfast up in here. That's crazy. You've been on here this whole time. I'm honored. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, okay. It's crazy, like, you watch these movies where they have all these curses and stuff, they have to read it in the original language, and I'm just sitting up here going, hey, wait a minute. You translated it, and if it's about the same, shouldn't that work on the damn spell? But, you know, whatever. You know, like when he's all, Atue Due Dimbella, give me the power, I beg of you. It's like, so wait. You had to say that part, and then you had to say, give me the power, I beg of you. So there was no proper Latin term to, anyways.
So much time has passed since Ball went. It's a stone cold trail, but the only one we have to follow. If Ball did find
Wow. I gotta catch some Z's here in a second, because I gotta go to this W word here. I'll be back on tonight. But, Gabriel, I said next time I talk to you, you better still be on that road to being a doctor, and you're still on that road to being a doctor. Go get yourself some lunch, and you have yourself a pleasant day. Misfit, what are you doing up this late? I'm glad you're here, though. Hope you have a great day, lady. Yeah, you too. Of course I worry. Like I said, to actually listen to you. You're cool people. So I'm gonna worry. 'Cause I actually listen to all these people. I play video games and I talk to people. better than sitting here looking at my face inside of some stupid camera. All y'all have a good one, okay? About to bust out of here. But I gotta also talk to Meighn. Let's see. I'm glad you joined Meighn. Meign's cool people.
Mm. A lot of interesting conversation. Oh no, I'm bleeding. Freaking hangnail.
Still here, Meighn?
Yep.
Yep. Well, you heard my whole talk. That was fun.
So, yeah, a lot of interesting stuff.
Huh?
There's a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, I'm a lot smarter than I come off. I don't come off as dumb, though. Yeah, you know you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And you got parts of it on your video.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I jumped up in subscribers for some reason. I only got 3 more videos left till I'm at 1,000. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of this party because I'm about to go back on this radio show. I'll definitely be on.
I'm about to head to sleep myself. Just did a lot of grinding. I have my 2 favorite weapons. No. Well, anybody else watching? This is Meighn. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. And that was the newest D Wicked. You can follow him if you can. And as usual, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for anything I could draw, comment down below.